I'm getting one of these babies right now. I'm thinking about that.
I think that UFC 249 should be allowed to continue. And I will lay out why I think that is the case. I think fighters should have the liberty and the freedom to make their own decisions whether they want to fight or not. Now, I'm not saying they should have a big crowd. I like the fact that it will be contained and just two people in there against each other. But really, when you think about it, a lot of these essential services, and I've been outside my house much at all. I've been quarantined for 28 days now, something totally ridiculous. But my mom's house, my brother's house, and the hardware store. My wife goes to the grocery store. I go to the hardware store. Okay, and so say the grocery store or the hardware store, either one of those places, right? If you guys are going to go to the hardware store or someone's going to be working there, they're going to have a whole bunch of interaction. I mean, think about the amount of people they're going to interact with on an everyday basis. It's a freaking shit ton, okay? Now, if the fighters were going to need to go to fight, I guarantee their interactions are significantly less than someone who's working at a grocery store, a hardware store, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so, you know, we've seen the numbers come down the last couple of days. I think that obviously this is getting better. I think a lot of people think this. And so I just don't see why the fighters can't fight. If they want to do it, I don't know. I don't think you should force them into it, but if they want to, because when it comes down to it, a lot of these people, this is how they make their living. A lot of these people are literally living fight to fight. And so this is not only affecting the people who had their fights canceled. So we've had every card since March 21st. Yes, rumors are true. I'm in talks with WWE. Just a few spots here and there. So, you know, every fighter since March 21 has had the fight canceled. That means all these fighters are getting way pushed back. And a lot of these people are this is how they make a living. This is literally the only way that they make money. I mean, for God's sakes, let these guys go earn a living. Some of these guys are going to have a hard time feeding their family because they can't get in a cage and fight. And so when you get in a cage and fight, I think for a 20 to 30-year-old healthy adult male, there's probably a greater likelihood that you're going to sustain damage in a cage fight than you are interacting with a handful of people and getting the coronavirus. I think it's really small. When you look at the statistics, people who don't have pre-existing conditions and people who aren't very old, they're kind of doing okay with the coronavirus. I mean, it's not great, but you know, the amount of fatalities is very, very low. And I don't want to trivialize death or anything, but for God's sakes, people, let these guys get in there and fight.